Welcome to the Ascension Path with Twin Essence. I'm Lacey.
And I'm Marley, and we're your Starseed Lightworker and Psychic Medium hosts.
We're identical twins with spiritual abilities and Starseed missions on Earth. On the Ascension Path, we discuss what it's like to be identical twins serving in a spiritual capacity and provide insights into our work as Starseeds. We create a sacred space to receive channeled messages, intuitive teachings, and expansive conversations that elevate your frequency and support your evolution. Join us to learn about navigating the path to Ascension and becoming the most authentic, aligned version of you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. As Starseed Lightworkers, we are going to be sharing our experiences and knowledge on the different Starseed lineages today. We'll also be guiding everyone through a meditative journey to meet a Starseed family member or guide on their journey today. So most of you probably are a little bit familiar with Starseeds and that they have a specific mission or purpose when they come to Earth. Generally, Starseeds, from Lacey's and my perspective, we define them as souls that come from different star systems, galaxies, or planets, and they chose to incarnate on Earth or Gaia as a human in this lifetime. Most Starseeds have similar missions, which is to spread love and light and healing to Earth, but they generally are trying to raise the energetic vibration of Gaia as humanity and Earth are shifting into a higher density or dimension of being, which we refer to as New Earth. So with New Earth, a call was put out to planets to assist Gaia with this ascension. There was negativity or darkness and destruction happening on the planet, which is how Starseeds chose to then incarnate on Earth and spread that love and light to hopefully help the ascension process along, moving Earth into this new density, 4D or 5D state of being. So many souls are going along on this journey and shifting with Earth. A lot of this is manifesting, you'll see political shifts happening. There could be changes to people's health. A lot more spiritual awakenings are happening. So different things that we're seeing in these changes in belief systems and structures are changing as well as we are continuing to shift into this newer density or higher state of being. So we are going to take you on a guided journey into the cosmos to meet a star family member or star guide. So now is a good time to make sure you are alone and in a quiet space, free from distractions. You can be sitting, laying down, whatever you feel most comfortable with, but it's time to take this meditative journey and find out who is there to meet you. So we'll start by taking a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. Another breath in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Continue with the deep breathing in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. And you'll start to see a bright white ball of light in front of you, slowly forming. And just invite this bright white light to move closer to you. Let it merge with your heart center. And let that bright white light slowly spread all the way up your body and all the way down to your feet. Feel the warm embrace of this white light spreading out all around you. You feel your body relaxing. Feel a tingling sensation of the energy holding you. And you feel your body start to float. Effortlessly. And as you float, you start to move upwards. Slowly letting go of any concerns or worries as you move upwards with your body. You don't need gravity where you're going. You're safely held by this white light as you move upwards. And you stay in this space a little while, just letting the light hold you. No gravity. Floating. Now, you see a flash. Something bright in front of you. As you let your eyes adjust, you start to see a figure. The image of the figure becomes clearer as it moves towards you. What does it look like? What do you see? What color is the figure? Who is this? What do they call themselves? What are they wearing? What are they holding? As you take in this figure and who they are, let yourself become acquainted with them. What do you feel in their presence? You open your heart space to receive a message or a transmission from them. Allow yourself to open and receive. It may not even be words as a message, but simply an energetic transmission. You feel the energy of this being wash over you and embrace you like a warm hug. You allow the energy to enter your heart space so you can feel it even beyond today's journey. You familiarize yourself with this energy, knowing that you can access it whenever you need to. You start to say goodbye to this messenger, soaking in any last bits of energy or transmissions. You slowly begin to drift away, and the being disappears from your view. Slowly, you start to drift back down, as if on a cloud. You make your way back down to Earth. As you drift back down to Earth, you feel your body become aware of the ground in which your feet are on. You feel the point of contact between the Earth's surface and your body. You let the warm embrace of the experience linger all around you and your body. You allow Gaia to hold you after your experience. You feel the gratitude for the connection you made today. Hold that feeling a little while longer. Slowly, you begin to come back to the present moment, becoming aware of your breathing and your body. You start to feel movement in your hands and your feet. And you slowly begin to open your eyes. And take in your surroundings as you prepare to return to the present. And you take one final deep breath, returning you to the present. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. 1, 2, 3. All right. Welcome back, everyone, from that journey into the cosmos. So next, we are going to talk a little bit more about the specific types of starseed lineages, which you may have encountered today in your journey, or you may have another experience in which you've encountered them before. As we're talking about starseed lineages today, please remember that all starseeds do have that overarching mission or purpose. Some lineages, though, do have more specific missions or goals, as well as more specific traits that maybe will stand out in their human incarnations. But overarchingly, they do still want to achieve very similar things. So, first, we are going to talk a little bit about the Arcturian starseeds. And Arcturians come from the Arcturus star system. Now, most often, their mission is characterized as helping humans love themselves and others, and then helping expel negativity, fear, and guilt. So, most often, when we think of Arcturian starseeds on Earth, this can come through with their strong communication skills through codes or light language. They're very expressive people, often described as being the life of the party. Uh, while they are very expressive, they also can be known to keep those deeper emotions hidden inside them. Uh, Similarly, they maybe don't have very many friends. It's mostly acquaintances, as they do hold their cards very close to their chest. But they can still have a very strong and powerful personality. Some other traits that you might see in Arcturian starseeds is that they're great at giving advice. They do love their freedom, and they often like philosophy or problem solving. So this might come through with coaching, supporting, or empowering others. So maybe thinking about certain career paths that Arcturian starseeds may be taking. And in my personal experience as a Starseed Lightworker, when I have made contact with Arcturians, they have been very progressive, forward-thinking beings. Uh, I often associate them with technology or technological advancements, and I have experienced them in the astral realm, uh, almost appearing like robots or technology, like I mentioned. And they've always done very intense energetic work on me in the astral realm. So a very interesting experience with them. They are a very high density being. Next, we have the Lyran starseeds, and they originate from the Lyra constellation, with a strong connection to Egypt and Greece. They have an appearance that is very cat-like. It's all about the feline look and lion-like bodies, and then some humanoid features to them. Typically, their mission is to help humanity with worthiness and feeling deserving of love. So you will typically see traits in humans that are of the Lyran Starseed descent, as courageous and warrior-like energy. They're typically stubborn and very strong-willed with everything that they do. But with that comes very bold personalities and leadership qualities because they do tend to lead. They're very hard workers and they do attract friends in whatever they are doing. Some other traits are they're known for are confidence and being trendsetters. They do have a hard time letting go of old stories or narratives, and they do pick information up very quickly and learn very fast. The interesting part about the Lyran Starseed lineages is that many of them left their planet due to war and destruction happening on the Lyra constellation. So they kind of dispersed and went to other planets that would house them when they went to war. I feel personally very tied to the Lyran Starseed lineage and know that it's part of my star family from the work that I've done. My early interactions with the Lyran Starseeds was these cat-like beings that showed up. They had very lion-like features when they showed up to me, and they came with hieroglyphics and an Egyptian energy. And I had these experiences in the beginning of my spiritual development as more of a lucid dreaming experience. Now I'm able to connect with them and channel with them since I've met them and established a connection. Next, we have Palladian starseeds, which I feel like are a very well-known type of starseed that many people come into contact with. And it may be due to their density, they're just better able to access the 3D that we are at, or closer, if you will, than other starseeds who have to really uh, condense themselves down to contact us. But Palladians originate from the Pleiades star cluster, which is within the Taurus constellation. Palladians are typically viewed, spiritually speaking, as very Nordic-like beings, blonde and white hair, fair skin, very tall. Now, their mission is a very heart-centered purpose or focus, and most often, Pleiadian starseeds will show up through a number of traits in human lifetimes. Now, this typically looks like an eco-conscious person, someone who reuses things and appreciates the beauty of Earth. They love nature and animals. They have a very magnetic or charming personality and are very intuitive. They tend to be your daydreamers or creatives that are involved in the arts, and they love spending time outdoors. They also, as mentioned with their mission, have that very strong heart chakra and heart center. And they have this desire to heal others on Earth. Now, one of the weaknesses that may show up in a human lifetime is that they can have a weaker throat chakra. They have a difficulty speaking up. My experience with Pleiadians, I do have a record keeper guide who comes to me and is very Pleiadian related in lineage. She has very white blonde hair, almost white fair skin, and wears like a white robe or cloak. And she's just very ethereal, very celestial. And I know she's Pleiadian. I can just tell based on how she looks and how she feels. Um, so Pleiadians are a very loving energy to interact with, and it's very specific when you come into contact with them in a human lifetime. As I mentioned, with that creativity and that eco-conscious thinking and that heart-centered focus. Andromedans are next, and they originate from the Andromeda galaxy. So their appearance is any color of the rainbow, really. They can be known to have wings, but typically are known for having cone-shaped heads with very wide eyes. They are human-like, and oftentimes they do appear as light without physical characteristics, and this just has to do with their higher density and how they choose to show up when they appear to you. Some of the traits that you might see one of them have in a human life are they are free spirits. They're going to be your free spirit. They love freedom. They don't want to be in any kind of structure. So they typically struggle with like government authorities, anyone that's going to tell them what to do. They do love traveling as well. And they're going to be your creative idea generators, as well as dressing eccentrically and helping empower others. Some other traits you might see are they're highly empathic and compassionate individuals. They value truth and fairness, and they end up being people that are great at giving advice. So I have had some experiences with channeling Andromedans, and typically in my client work, when they have come through, they are very empathic beings, and most of the time they appear blue to me, and they are wearing capes. Sometimes they might be carrying a staff, but yeah, they wear these capes and they appear blue, and they're typically like this glowing blue energy, and they move very quickly. It's like they have a very high processing rate with like how they take in information, and so it's all about like the travel and the fast pace, speed at which they can do things. But they're very interesting beings and very empathic and compassionate individuals. All right, Sirian starseeds, my personal favorite. So Sirians, they originate from the prominent star in the Canis Major constellation. Uh, Sirian starseeds have a strong connection to Egypt. Um, they also have a connection to water. So when you think about mermaids or mer people, and you think about sea creatures, whether that be dolphins, whales, or something more mystical, oftentimes that's associated with Sirians. Um, Typically, in appearance, they appear very half humanoid, half animal being, and their mission is often that of a guardian or protector of Earth. Now, traits of Sirians that you may see in their human lifetimes is that they act as guides and teachers for spiritual guidance. They feel emotions very deeply. So these are your individuals that can get very deep very easily and quickly. They have a high set of morals and an intense integrity that they will stand by. And oftentimes, these are the individuals that love the fantasy genre of movies and books. Some other traits is that they do want to understand human beings and work really hard to understand them, and that they're often drawn back to water and using water for cleansing, right? Because if their planet or constellation tends to be heavy in water, that would make sense that on Earth they're always going to be drawn back to water. Now, oftentimes they have a calming effect on people, and people seek advice from Sirian star seeds. And they are natural healers in that sense, but they also maintain a great sense of humor. Now, I personally identify closely with Sirian star seeds. My starseed origins were revealed as being Sirian. Um, I interact with them weekly in the astral realm. Um, Throughout, cases I may be working on with them. They always appear half animal-like, half human-like to me. I often always will see water in these astral realms with them. Um, and they also appear very blue. It's a very blue energy for me. Even if they're animal-like, they may be all blue, or it may appear even as like the blue people or a blue light, they're often referred to as. And that's often how I experience their energy and interact with it. So, just a little information on some other star seeds. You may hear about reptilians, draconians, or Orions. There's many, many more species of positively and negatively polarized groups. Some end up being a little more lower vibration, what some might call lower vibration, or negative in nature, but not saying any of the ones are listed are, but there's a lot of species out there that not everyone even knows about. These are just the most common lineages that we've had contact with and are aware of and know about and have enough knowledge on. So as you start to think about the different starseed lineages, you might want to think about what resonates with you from today's talk and think about the details that you came into contact with during the guided meditation portion of this, and if there were any similarities or synchronicities between what we talked about and what you saw in the meditation. So we do have a Starseed Lineages guide, and you can subscribe to the Twin Essence newsletter to receive a copy of that guide. And it provides additional activities to identify what star lineages resonate with you. So you can head to our website if you would like to subscribe and receive a copy of that. That is all we have today. So we can stay connected through Instagram and Facebook, or you can subscribe on YouTube. If you're interested in diving even further into a topic like this and want to learn about what Marley and I do through Twin Essence, you can head to twinessence.com and see what our offerings are, and that's how you can connect with us as well.